In a peaceful green kingdom, there lived a kind young man. He was around 40 years old. The man loved animals very much. He cared for them like his own children. Animals made him happy, and he spent time with them every day. One sunny morning, the man went for a walk in the forest. While walking, he saw a beautiful, colorful bird sitting on a branch. The bird had bright blue wings, a golden yellow chest, and a soft white belly. Its rosy cheeks made it look even cuter. The man could not take his eyes off the bird. The man decided to take the bird home with him. He thought, this bird is so beautiful. I will take care of it and keep it safe. He caught the bird gently and carried it home in his hands. The bird was small, so it did not resist. When he reached home, the man made a special golden cage for the bird. The cage was big and very beautiful. It was decorated with shiny designs and looked like a piece of art. He placed the golden cage under a big tree near his house. The bird sat inside the cage, looking around with sad eyes. It did not understand why it had been brought there. But the man felt happy looking at the bird. He thought, now this bird will live with me forever. The next morning, the man heard the bird sing for the first time. Its voice was soft and sweet like music. The bird sang beautiful songs that filled the air. The man closed his eyes and smiled as he listened. Every morning and evening, the bird would sing. Its songs made the man very happy. He would sit under the tree, close his eyes, and enjoy the peaceful music. The bird's singing became his favorite part of the day. Days turned into weeks, and the bird kept singing. The man loved the bird more and more. He believed the bird was happy inside the golden cage. He thought, I take care of the bird. I give it food and water. What more could it want? One day, something unusual happened. Another bird came flying from the sky. It was just as beautiful as the bird in the cage. It had the same colorful feathers and looked exactly the same. The sky bird sat on top of the golden cage. It spread its wings and looked inside. For a moment, it seemed as if it was talking to the caged bird. The man watched in surprise as the sky bird flapped its wings and flew away into the open sky. After the sky bird left, the bird in the golden cage stopped singing. It sat quietly in the cage and did not move. The man waited and waited, but there was no song. The golden cage became silent. Days passed, and the bird did not sing again. The man became worried. He tried to cheer up the bird. He brought fresh water and new food, but the bird did not sing. The man felt confused. Why has the bird stopped singing, he thought. It always sang such sweet songs before. Why is it silent now? He sat under the tree and stared at the golden cage. The silence made him sad. The man remembered that there was a special person in his village. This man had a gift from God. He could talk to animals and understand their language. The man decided to take the bird to him. The next morning, the man picked up the golden cage. He walked to the village and found the animal-talking man. He said, I brought this bird because I loved its voice. But now it has stopped singing. Can you ask the bird why it is silent? The animal-talking man smiled and walked closer to the cage. He looked at the bird and spoke softly. Little bird, why have you stopped singing? Your owner misses your voice. The bird looked at the man with sad eyes. Tears rolled down its rosy cheeks. Finally, the bird began to speak. It said, I am a bird of the forest. My home is the sky. My heart is free when I can fly. The bird continued, this golden cage may look beautiful, but it is still a cage. I am trapped here. I cannot spread my wings. I cannot feel the wind. I cry every day because I miss my freedom." The animal-talking man listened carefully. He asked, "But you used to sing before. Why did you stop singing now?" The bird replied softly, "When I first came here, I cried through my songs." The bird explained, "My songs were not happy songs. They were cries of my broken heart. I hoped my owner would understand. But he thought my cries were songs of joy. He could not hear the pain in my voice." The bird wiped its tears with its wings. It said, "One day, another bird came to me. She told me something very important. She said that God has a plan for everything." The animal-talking man listened with interest. "The other bird told me to stop crying," the caged bird said. "She said the more I cry, the stronger my cage will become. She told me to trust God. He is a friend to those who are patient." The bird looked calm but sad. "I decided to stop crying and wait for God's help," it said. "No matter how strong the cage is, God can set me free one day. My crying will not break the cage, but God can." The animal-talking man turned to the owner and said, "The bird will not sing again. It has chosen silence." The man looked surprised. "If the bird will not sing, then I do not need it," he said. "I brought it home because I loved its sweet voice." He felt disappointed but also sad. Without saying another word, the man reached for the door of the golden cage. Slowly, he opened it. The bird sat still for a moment. Then, it looked up at the open sky. The bird hesitated but spread its wings. It flapped them gently and flew out of the cage. The man watched as the bird soared high into the sky. It looked happy and free again. The bird felt the fresh wind against its feathers. It flew higher and higher, enjoying its freedom. It looked down and thanked God for saving it. Its heart was full of peace. The man sat under the tree, watching the bird disappear into the clouds. For the first time, he understood what the bird had felt. He realized that freedom was the most important thing for all living creatures. He looked at the empty golden cage. It no longer looked beautiful to him. Now, it looked like a prison. The man said to himself, "I only wanted the bird to make me happy. But I forgot about its happiness." He felt ashamed and sorry for the bird. "I will never trap another bird again," he promised. Every creature deserves to live freely in its own home. The story teaches us that patience and trust in God's plan can help us through difficult moments. Crying or losing hope does not solve our problems, but staying calm and faithful gives us the strength to endure and overcome them. We must believe that God will help us at the right time. Our patience is our strength, and God always finds a way to set us free when we put our faith in Him. If you want to improve your English through interesting stories, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.